going where it is being rewarded the most. So if I had 10 billion to invest in anything today, I would just buy the federal government's 1-year treasury bill, which will give me 30% a year. That's 3 billion naira. And stay in my know-how, staffing, all of that. So that's the first issue that, as a country, or as we have to deal with that at the macro level to be able to start getting funds shifted away from the short end towards longer-term, large-scale projects. Now, you find out that because those projects struggle to attract Naira financing, the most available sources of financing for large-scale, long-term projects will be US dollars, So you have banks who will arrange project finance, sometimes on a syndicated basis in US loans. Those projects tend to face a lot of pressure and strain from devaluation or the dollar situation. So it then becomes, a very challenging situation, whichever. Really take a look at this and see what is the best way for large-term, going into those projects and then sitting it out. Today, Naira rates are high, so it's tough. Beneficiary of together a similar fund to infrastructure project. We are committing some seed capital to ADIC. It is naturally expected that when ADIC has projects that we think are bankable, obviously we'll be able to support ADIC from that fund. That is one. Think of other innovative ways you can raise, again, Naira. I really prefer that we are going to Naira for those long-term projects. Is green bonds, for example. We, in 2021, we actually did a green bond issue for a power producer in the northern part of the country called North-South Power. So, in a nutshell, we would typically prefer Naira for long-term projects, and we hope that DFIs such as, whether it's AFREX, they come into the country, because long-term, 10 years, anything can happen to our exchange rate. And then the project has about 17 billion to get foreign currency loans or financing. We'll look for ways to make sure that they are properly de-risked and don't put pressure on the projects in the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michael. I think we've focused a little bit on the industrial side in terms of energy requirements. I would also want us to electricity for all citizens in Anambra State. And that would not be possible without the involvement of the distribution company to take electricity to the last mile. So my next question goes to the MD CEO of EEDC, Mr. Shogade. Recently, or in the last 1 year rather, the Electricity Act 2023 was passed into law by Mr. President, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. And this now enables states, subnational governments to generate, transmit, and distribute electricity. How will EDC, or how has EDC set out a stall to operate in its license under the jurisdiction of the new regulatory authorities that will come up in these states?
Now, and changing times. There is transition happening all across the power sector. Power sector or the NESI members were regulated through the...
Okay, you need to answer the question very quickly. Apparently we need to get off quite soon. So, just go on.
Okay.
Just,
yeah.
But make it quite quick, please.
Okay, the transition is happening, and the transition is happening by the would now be in a position to work out their development plans for investment in generation, transmission, as well as distribution. So this gives an opportunity for particularly the distribution sector.
I'm afraid I think we've been asked to bring it to an end. I'd like to express my appreciation to the panelists. Sorry about this, we're actually running out of time. Thank you very much for taking our time to join us today. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Can you put your hands together for them? Put your hands together for this panelists. Wonderful job you've done. Without wasting time, ladies and gentlemen, let me invite the chairman of ANSIPA, talking about Mr. Mustafa Chike Obi, to come forward for the closing remarks. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for him as he comes forward for the closing remarks.
But before I say thank you and goodbye, I must say that I have never been more encouraged about the future of Anambra State than I have been today. I have been here since yesterday, and I'm a proud, I left my cab, I'm a proud supporter, endorser, and I'm going to be saying very, very big things about what I have seen today under Governor Soludo. Governor, you've done well. We have not supported you enough. We will support you more. I happen to also be chairman of Fidelity Bank. Fidelity Bank is Anambra State's bank, and I pledge that we will do as much as we can to support the great things I have seen in Anambra State. As chairman of ANSIPA, I have apologized to ANSIPA already. I have not done enough. I have not been here enough. And Mr. Mark Okoye, you will see a lot more of me in Anambra State going forward. I will spend more time and more effort because we need to support what's going on here. So for all the things we've seen today, all the pledges, all the guests, all the effort, all the improvement, all the future that we're seeing for Anambra State, I wish to thank everybody. I think you have all done very well. We are all very grateful. And for all those who have come here, long journey, a lot of time, I thank you all. And I hope we will do this again next year, twice as big. And you will count on, you will see Fidelity Bank everywhere in Anambra State because we love what's happening here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. And I hope to see you next year. And Governor, please keep doing what you're doing. We're behind.
Ibuka and I, we are bringing the event to a close. And to do this, ladies and gentlemen, let's rise once again to pledge our allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria with the national anthem.
Special entertainment and refreshment. The Chief of Protocol will guide you there. And to all our invited guests, thank you very much for joining us once again for what has been it. Let's do this again.
He's an Anambra.
Very proud. Thanks for co-hosting with us.